We have a second to solve this, and there you go. All right, looking good. Let's do it.
We got a group of school kids coming in today. Would you mind signing about 60 autographs real quick?
You've got to be kidding.
Come on, Schmitty, be nice.
Alrighty. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. My name's Raul. How many people are in the game today? A single player. Well, isn't that really great? Go ahead and type in your name.
Hour 2, it's like, enough already.
Well, they called me. Another thing, are you looking for a 7-question game or a 21-question game?
See if they can pick up some birds.
All over it for you.
Talked about this.
30 seconds.
When you want to buzz in, hit the letter B. B is in briquette. Charcoal
Gotcha,
briquette.
gotcha.
Listen to the light.
Have you looked 20 seconds.
Just imagine this place filled with smoke. Could you find your way out?
Ah, man, I can't believe we're at 20 already. Hey, when you know an answer, buzz in. If you don't. But if you buzz, you only got a few seconds to pick one of the choices or you're going to lose cash, all right?
10
Yes.
seconds.
We'll see you later.
9, 8, 7,
And
6,
get rid of the
5,
desktop.
Steel tourniquet
Four.
Go to
absolutely
black.
free. Limb whacker. Slims and trims by removing limbs.
Yeesh.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, welcome to the show. I see you're playing by yourself tonight. Very interesting. Hey, did you ever see that show Friends? Yeah, apparently not. You're all by yourself today? Don't worry about it. You imagine me right there next to you, mocking you. Okay, let's rock.
Okay, Schmitty.
Throw me a
Okay.
category.
And now climbing up the charts all the way to number 1.
Let's have a big warm welcome for Fear and Loathing in Studio City. How does $2,000 sound? Hey,
Yeah.
You know how some game shows like to travel around to other cities and set up shop for like a week of filming, right? Well,
Oh, yeah.
which game show could broadcast from a city that has the same name as the show? Match Game, Truth or Consequences, The Price is Right, or What's My Line?
Truth or
In
consequences,
1950,
baby.
the town of Hot Springs, New Mexico, responded to the show's challenge and renamed the town Truth or Consequences. Apparently, the town is home to a very high rate of crazy pranks that keep disturbing the peace. Fortunately, everyone admits that they did them.
Yeah.
Time to pick a category.
Does not look like it's gonna be.
Let's take a look at the Infinite Tele-Universe. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. So, you know how the crew of the Starship Enterprise is supposed to seek out strange new worlds, right? Well, if while exploring the universe, the folks from Star Trek landed on a different world, what would audiences most likely see? Scotty beaming up an elderly retiree, Bones examining unusual undersea life, Spock conversing with a black college student, or Kirk making out with a soap opera starlet.
A Different World was a spin-off of The Cosby Show.
A different world refers to the mostly black Hillman College. I wonder if Spock's working on giving Denise Cosby the old Vulcan mind meld. Or at least some kind of meld. You know what I'm saying?
Schmitty,
Word,
bad.
please.
We're losing in
On my
Dr.
count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
For your enjoyment, Bart, 100 times Bart. $3,000 for this one.
Okay,
Put your head
Maggie.
between your knees, because we're going down. Which of these phrases has Bart Simpson not been forced to write on the chalkboard at school? I will not do that thing with my tongue. I did not bury Jimmy Hoffa. I will not yell, she's dead during roll call. Or I will not belch the national anthem. No, he had to write that once, but you should have seen what he did with his tongue. It looked kind of like this. Oh, God, that's hard. Ah. I could have given you some cash if you picked this one. Bart's had to write a lot of things on that chalkboard, but he never claimed to have buried Jimmy Hoffa. Of course, Bart didn't bury Jimmy Hoffa. Danny DeVito did. In that movie he made. Nobody saw that?
No.
All right, pick a category.
Spotless window, shining floor. Do it all with number 4.
This category is known as Assuming Jan Hammer isn't available. You get it right, you get 2K. So you know how some shows use hip and cool rock bands to do a theme song? Well, considering Dallas's infamous 1985-86 season, it would have been most appropriate for which 80s band to have written a special theme song for those episodes? The Dream Academy, Men Without Hats, Dexy's Midnight Runners, or Asia.
Yeah, the entire season was apparently a dream.
The Dream Academy. You see, after being killed by a hit-and-run driver, Bobby Ewing reappears alive and tells Pam that she had dreamt his death. Man, is that lame? Is that not the lamest plot line you have ever heard of? Well, who the heck could that be?
Wait, who's knocking?
Cookie.
Cookie?
What the hell are you doing in here?
This ain't your game.
This game. You're hosting You Don't Know Jack Volume 3. Why are you here? And why are you naked?
I'm here to take a shower. See, here's
What?
my towel and my downloaded pictures of Nev Campbell.
Neve Campbell?
I think it's Nev.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's Nev Campbell. But it's a studio, not a shower.
There is no shower in the studio.
Shower, see?
That shower head was never here before. This can't be happening.
It's not. You're just dreaming.
What? They were warning me that that question could be a thing in You Don't Know Jack TV, but I thought it was only the second question. All right, I think we'll be back. We'll take a quick 90 and we'll be back with the real You Don't Know Jack TV. All right. Pause.
60 seconds.
And boom, boom. Okay, there you go. We're ready to do this. See you on the flip side.
How would you
right,
feel
60. Look
if
strong,
your
everybody.
sole claim to fame came at the age of 18 months because you had a bad case of diaper rash?
Right, okay.
Hey, the name's Raul. How many people do
Hi,
we have
Raul.
playing today?
Just the one.
Playing alone, huh? Well, who says you can't have fun by yourself, huh? Who says that?
Nobody
Probably
does.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I need to know if you want to play a game with 21 questions or a game with... Yeah, all right. Great. Got
30
it.
seconds.
Your buzzer is the letter B, as in bright periwinkle blue.
Courage.
20 seconds.
Okay, this fire hose should not be filled with pudding.
What do you want?
Ooh, 20 seconds. All right, listen, this is
Really?
easy as pie. Pie the food, not the number. Question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. All right?
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9,
That word is
8,
gonna be like
7,
Okay,
6,
let's get rid of that
5,
desktop.
4,
Go to black.
3.
White and Whitey, Tuesday nights following Homeboys in Outer Space.
Super. Just super duper.
Super Trooper?
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, I see you're playing You Don't Know Jack TV all by yourself. Well, don't be embarrassed. Laugh track will be provided. Well, you're playing by yourself this time around, huh? Hey, don't worry about it. I do it all the time. Okay, let's go.
Well, he seems to be a little kinder this
Give me a
time.
category.
Question 1 is taped before a live studio audience.
May I introduce Dirty Mayberry? You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Okay, show of hands. All-time favorite movie scenes when Dirty Harry tells that punk that he can't remember if he shot 5 or 6 shots. Yeah? Yeah. Suppose Dirty Harry only shot 5 bullets because he left the 6th one where Deputy Barney Fife keeps his only bullet on the Andy Griffith Show. What would Dirty Harry then say? Oh, it's in my shirt pocket, punk. Whoops, it's in my dresser, punk. Whoa, better check my shoe, punk. Or, hey, hand me my Bible, punk.
I think it's his shirt pocket.
For fear of accidentally hurting someone, Barney Fife keeps his one and only bullet in his shirt pocket. Well, now you've got to be asking yourself something. Is my shirt pocket a button or a snap? Huh, punk? Throw me a category.
That's usually a good rule to have.
We're calling this one, Never Trust a Man with a Donkey. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. So you've seen that movie Romancing the Stone, right? Where the guys are running all over Colombia looking for a big jewel, right? Well, suppose famous Colombian commercial pitchman Juan Valdez is cast in a sequel. Considering the product he pushes, what might the film be called? Romancing the Beef, Romancing the Coke, Romancing the Soap, or Romancing the Bean?
Juan Valdez is a coffee person.
Juan Valdez is the guy whose inviting smile and friendly wave have urged millions to run out and buy some Colombian coffee. And he's always with that damn donkey. Wait a minute. Always smiling and always with a donkey. Yeah. All right, pick a category.
This is question 3.
Let's take a look at Smooth, Cool, and Outlawed in Maine. $3,000 for this one. Hope you're hungry. It's question time. Considering the special ingredient in Drew Carey's Buzz Beer, who could be his supplier? Ronald McDonald, Juan Valdez, Mr. Clean, or the Pillsbury Doughboy?
I have no idea. I'm kind of low-key thinking it could be Juan Valdez.
You want to see what the smart money says?
It is Valdez!
Drew Carey put coffee in his home brew, a move so bold for a taste so bold that another company stole it. And of course, you remember Juan Valdez, right? He was the star of Romancing the Bean.
Yep.
All right, I need a category. Hey. Today's specialties include Dick Clark, or Dick Clark. You get it right, you get $2K. Okay, here you go. The answer is Dick Clark. Which of the following is not the title of a series starring Dick Clark? Dick Clark's Golden Greats, Dick Clark's American Bandstand, Dick Clark's Nighttime, or Dick Clark's Live Wednesday?
I think it was nighttime.
See, you must be one of those people who thinks the night belongs to lovers. Well, you're wrong. The night belongs to Dick Clark. Woo! Does this ring a bell? Even though Dick Clark was the host, the show was called simply American Bandstand. You see, they were trying to cover up the fact that Dick Clark actually controls the earth and we are all his subjects. Why do you think he never ages? Time to pick a category. Coming at you, flaunting the facts of life. $2,000 for a correct answer. Hey, if you're like me, you can't get enough of that pert little Dr. Ruth or those sexually pent-up girls from the Facts of Life. Which Facts of Life girl could have appeared first on Dr. Ruth's show to talk about losing her virginity? Joe, Blair, Natalie, or Tootie?
I think it was Natalie.
Natalie was the first of the Eastland girls to lose her virginity. And it only makes sense that Natalie would feel comfortable telling Dr. Ruth about it. I mean, really, she does look an awful lot like Mrs. Garrett, don't you think? Category, please. Here we have obsession, not just a scent. You get this one right, you get 3,000 greenbacks.
Gotcha.
Hey, you remember that Martin Short character, Ed Grimley? Yeah, well, imagine that Ed Grimley gets arrested for stalking. Given his celebrity obsession, which of the following would he most likely use as a defense in court? But his golf swing is hypnotic, I must say. I wanted the facts of life, and that's no lie. I just wanted to buy a vowel, you know? Or, but he did want his Charmin squeezed.
The triangle guy. All I remember is the
Let
triangle.
me show you what I would have picked. Ed Ed Grimley is fascinated with Pat Sajak and wants to be his best friend. Oh, Pat, I believe I'd like to buy a vowel.
What would you like?
Oh, I don't know, Pat. It's so difficult to decide, you know. I guess I'd like to buy an L. Throw me a category. All right, flesh, butt, spits, I'm poor.
Gibberish question time.
Take a look at this gibberish category. Do not pass, go. Let's get the ball rolling at 5K for this gibberish question. Okay, you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this thing, but every second and a half, I'm going to take some of that cash back. All right, listen up and see if you can tell me what phrase this rhymes with. Sin? Hear me go bear the jail trouble. Don't worry about that question mark up front there, okay? First clue, it says this on screen before a show. It says it on screen to inform you of the sound quality. Last clue, if you're lucky, it won't be in mono. Look, if you really want good sound quality, you better hope you're one of those people who gets the show Sin Dare Me Go Bear the Jail Trouble.
In stereo, we're available, yeah.
Yeah, you really don't get the true Different Strokes experience unless you hear what you talking about in stereo.
Sure.
All right, pick a category. For your viewing pleasure, meatloaf. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Okay, then, put on your little thinking cap and try to solve this analogy. Meatloaf is to reheated meatloaf as Dallas is to Dynasty, Yogurt is to Elsie the Cow, Bonanza is to Ponderosa, or Laura Ingalls is to Charles
I believe that would be Ponderosa.
The show Ponderosa is actually just reruns of the show Bonanza, so you're just getting the same thing warmed over with a different name. I always wondered why I got a little gassy after that show. Give me a category. And our special guest tonight, TV that gives you that tingly feeling. How does $2,000 sound? Okay, you know how the big thing now is that these companies are using classic TV in their advertising? Well, imagine this. Say a toothpaste maker wants to use the phrase, "Smiles, everyone, smiles," for an ad campaign. Because this person regularly says it, which of these images might be used in an ad? Julie McCoy dribbling on her chin, Herbie the Elf hiding in a medicine cabinet, Mr. Rourke greeting dental patients, or Fonzie giving the toothpaste a thumbs up.
I think that would be Joey McCoy.
You're embarrassing me.
Oh.
So you don't lose any sleep over it. In the opening scenes of Fantasy Island, Mr. Rourke always says to his staff, "Smiles, everyone, smiles." Yeah, Ricardo Montalban and
Okay, I
smiles
thought
go
she was
hand
the
in hand.
photographer.
I mean, try
I thought
not
she worked for the
smiling when saying
photographer, my
rich
bad.
Corinthian leather. See what I mean? Category, please. Open wide and get ready for the microphone adds 10 pounds to your voice. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, so perhaps you've heard that the camera adds 10 pounds when you're on TV. Well, after the first 1960 Nixon-Kennedy debate, radio listeners gave Nixon the edge, but TV viewers felt Kennedy won handily. Based on his appearance, which excuse should Nixon have used? The camera adds 5 o'clock shadow. The camera adds the hiccups. The camera adds 1 zit to your forehead. Or the camera adds 2 inches to your nose.
5 o'clock
Highly
shadow.
observant TV viewers reported that during the debate, Nixon looked like he needed a shave. His appearance contributed to his loss. Nixon would later go on to say that the camera also adds bugging devices to the National Democratic headquarters. Hey, you're halfway there. Let's see what happens.
Not until the
round
second
two.
turn.
Now in round 2, every question is worth twice as much, so there's going to be some big cash moving around. Let's get to it. Time to pick a category. Shake hands with Arnold drowned in sour milk. We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. Okay, think back to those happy days and answer me this. What would you expect to find in a bowl of Malachi Crunch cereal? Little Fonzies between crunchy autos, a healthy mix of Richie's and Lori Beth's, Ralph's Potsies and school books, or delicious Al's mixed with crunchy nuts?
I think it'd be Al.
I don't want to hear about Al's nuts. Here's the one the winners pick. The Malachi Crunch is that wicked maneuver that the Malachi brothers try to use on Fonzie during the big demolition derby. So try new Malachi Crunch cereal, and for a special taste treat, try some Pinky Tuscadero creams. All right, I need a category. Let's have a big warm welcome for years before he moved to Beverly. Sit up straight, this one's gonna be worth $6,000. Well, an all-TV version of Jack wouldn't be complete without a Buddy Ebsen question. I mean, we can't ignore the fine actor who gave us Jed Clampett and Barnaby Jones, now can we? Imagine that Buddy Ebsen wants to work his original career into the next episode of Barnaby Jones. Which of the following would you most likely see Barnaby doing? Dancing on a suspect's face, painting stripes on convicts' bodies, building prisons for criminals, or selling insurance to informants?
I have no earthly clue.
Why didn't you pick this one? My close personal friend Buddy Ebsen was originally a professional dancer on Broadway. Good thing he never did it, though. I mean, singing and dancing cops? What an insane idea for a TV show.
Apparently you never heard of Cop Rock.
Give me a category.
Actually, I take that back.
13!
I believe this one is called He's a Really Wicked Queen. You get it right, you get 2K. Here's the question. If Quantum Leap's Dr. Sam Beckett were to leap into the body of the Wicked Queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, we would see the Queen's face only when she does what? Talks to her magic mirror, drools over Prince Charming, waves her wand, or poisons the apple.
It would be the magic mirror.
When Sam leaps into another person, he always appears as himself to the viewers at home, unless we see his reflection in a mirror. And while in the body of the Queen, maybe Sam could stop her from poisoning the apple, and we'd all learn a little something about human nature. Yeah, whatever. It's a TV show. Throw me a category.
The kookiest digits you've ever seen. Together they're 14.
For your enjoyment, free the puppets! How does $4,000 grab you? All right, listen up. In our world, there are only two kinds of beings, humans and puppets. Which side are you really on? Say you're a special agent hired to track down and exterminate puppets hiding out in the human world. On the set of which show would you not find any puppets? Unhappily Ever After, Soap, Alf, or Third Rock from the Sun?
I don't think there's any in Third Rock.
Have you no puppets, sir? At long last, have you no sense of puppetry, sir?
There you go.
Third Rock from the Sun has no puppets, but what the hell? They're close enough. All right, pick a category. Well, what do we have here? Issue 4, name calling in the news. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. All right, this one's a fill in the blank, so buzz in and start typing as soon as you know the answer. Hey, you know that John McLaughlin show, The McLaughlin Group? I gotta tell you, it's my favorite current events show on TV. I mean, I like it better than Crossfire, Meet the Press, or Nightline with Ted Koppel, especially because, I didn't know this, Koppel is originally from England. And I don't understand why the British can't just stay on their own side of the ocean and leave the talking to the folks that do it best. Americans. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I had a question in here somewhere. Oh, here you go. What's McLaughlin's first name? Come on, stop. Oh, yeah, it's John. Thanks for paying attention. It makes me feel good.
I'm glad to see it.
Listening is a very valuable skill to have. Now, if only John McLaughlin could see things that way.
Yeah, he likes to talk a lot, doesn't he?
Category.
Or did.
Hey, smart move, my friend. You
This
just
or
got
that
your
time?
hands on a dis or dat. The category for this this or that question is Twin Pee-wees. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 TV characters, and for each one, I need you to tell me if that character is from Pee-wee's Playhouse or Twin Peaks. As you see each one, if they're from Pee-wee's Playhouse, press 1. If they're from Twin Peaks, press 2. And slap 4 if you want to skip it. You get $1,000 for each right answer, but it's $1,000 off for each one you miss so that you don't get to. Okay, can I get 30 seconds on the clock? Let the games begin. The Log Lady, Pee-wee or Twin Peaks?
Twin Peaks.
Big Ed.
Twin Peaks.
Captain Carl.
Pee-wee.
The Dancing Dwarf.
Peaks.
Zombie.
Pee-wee.
Magic Screen.
Pee-wee.
One more. The Man from Another Place.
Peaks.
Ain't Got No More. Yeah, way to go, Professor. Let's see your new score.
There we go. So David Lynch and me would be proud.
There you go. Next time, you... Category, please. The category, can you watch The Real Me? $2,000 for a correct answer. See if you can wrap your skull around this. According to what the FCC chairman at the time called TV in 1961, which of these lyrics by The Who best describes TV? The New Constitution, Such a Supple Wrist, Only Teenage Wasteland, or That Deaf, Dumb, and Blind Kid?
I believe it'd be a wasteland.
Back in 61, the chairman of the FCC called TV a vast wasteland. But luckily for all of us, it's gotten Homeboys from Outer Space much better since then.
No.
All right, I need a category. Let's see what we got going. Moving on up the East Coast. This one can get you $6,000. Eyes forward, we're going. Suppose George Jefferson were to make a special TV appearance on the show Wings. Considering his name, what would be the best advice to give him? Don't marry Faye or you'll die. Don't play checkers against Helen. Don't eat Joe's cooking or you'll barf. Or don't fly if Brian's your pilot.
Probably number 2.
Well, now what could be so bad about a game of checkers? Ow, my eye, I can't see. Okay, now here's a good answer. On Wings, all of Faye's ex-husbands were named George, and they all died. And if he ever does go on the show, we can offer Helen some advice with her diner. For instance, fish don't fry in the kitchen and beans don't burn on the grill. Throw me a category. The category.
All right, I thought it was about the Jeffersons. It was about
big
Wings.
Ones for a right answer here. Heads up, here it comes. Red Fox's character in Sanford and Son went by Red Fox's real name. What would be the name of the show? Steptoe and Son, Fox and Son, Sanford and Son, or Urkel and Son?
I think it's Steptoe?
No, Steptoe and Son is the British TV series Sanford is based on. You see, England isn't all bad teeth and overblown musicals, just a really big part of it. Well, that'll make an exciting story, won't it?
Jeez, I'm
Red
sucking.
Fox's real name is John Elroy Sanford, so the show would still be called Sanford and Son. And the actor that played the son is named Son. Well, it's Wilson, but that's close enough to be sort of weird, isn't it?
Kinda, sorta, maybe?
All right, pick a category.
Yeah, you could be saying like that about me as well after these last couple questions.
All right, give it up for Boy, Is He Dumb. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. One question coming right up. Imagine that Kramer from Seinfeld looks at a TV guide and finds what seems to be a show about several guys with the same first name as him. What show is he reading about? Chips, Wings, Cosmos, or Cops?
That would be Cosmos.
Well, look at this. Carl Sagan's show Cosmos looks just like the plural of Kramer's first name, Cosmo. Man, can you imagine how he must feel when people say, "Hey, did you see Cindy Crawford in Cosmo this week?" Give me a category.
All right.
Well, you've made it to the Jack Attack. Here's the deal. If you see two words that go together, buzz in and you get $2,000. If you buzz in when they don't go together, you can say goodbye to $2,000. Here's the fun part. Remember the clue. The words only match if they fit this clue. But my TV surname is... Now let's see if your name is gonna be Mud. Bye-bye.
Taylor, I think. Yep. Zoe, that's who's the boss. It was pain. There you go. There we go. Not feeling the pain so far. Richards, MTM show. I have... I would be fine. Thank you, Nanny. Connor. Of course, I would hit the one that sounds just like it. Why did you do that? There, Morgan. Okay. Could be better.
Yeah, you're some kind of small wonder, my friend. Let's look at your final score.
Ew.
There it is.
Could have done a lot better.
Player one, I couldn't have done a better job myself because I wouldn't have played by myself. I would have found something else to do, you know? Now, but seriously, player one, and this isn't easy for me to say.
You don't know.
All right, that's one more in the can, folks. Hey, Raul, what's happening?
Two best friends who've known each
Yeah, if you want to play again, just, let me know.
You talking to me? You're the only one here, ain't you?
Oh,
They
nice.
just can't remember each other's names.
My name's not Chachi.
Yeah. This concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack TV. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread the word. This is Ticket Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed.